foreign diplomats visiting different countries as per the schedule of the Ministry of External Affairs, as part of my responsibility to strengthen our India's relationship with all the countries across the globe, and also receive the foreign dignitaries one-to-one sometimes along with the President and Prime Minister. Today I am very happy to meet you all, the budding diplomats, researchers, academics and policy think tanks who are participating in this fellowship program. I would like to really compliment India Foundation and also the trustees of the India Foundation for taking up this very important program of continuously familiarizing different people across the globe about India and the functional parliamentary democracy, the policy framework of the country from time to time. And I also would like to congratulate all of you for showing the keen interest in understanding India's foreign policy and public policy. India is the second largest in the world, population-wise. But I can tell you, it is brightest in the world. The brighter minds across the globe, if you have to locate, you find most of them in India. And secondly, India is a developing country, fast developing country. There may be temporary, slowing down of economy because of variety of reasons, including international situation and also series of reforms, reform after reform. The Prime Minister said reform, perform and transform. Transformation of the nation, too many transformations happening. So it will have initial effect, and which will also cause some temporary pain to some people, but temporary pain for long-term gain. That is the approach of the government and the country. So I am sure your visit here will be interesting for you, and you will be further enlightened about this country. I was informed that the Kautilya Fellowship Program provides an opportunity to get a deeper and granular understanding of India's diplomatic agenda, India's evolving geographical ties, its domestic policies, and also an overview of the key institutions of India's democracy. First of all, you must know, I suggest you must study who is this Kautilya, in whose name this fellowship program has been established. He was a visionary who wrote a comprehensive treatise on politics, economics and governance. His magnum opus of 6,000 verses called as Ardha Shastra deals with 180 aspects of the statecraft. Those days, he laid the theoretical foundation of a powerful but welfare state when he postulated that Praja Sukhe Sukham Raja Praja Namtu Hite Hitam. That means in the happiness of subjects lies the happiness of the king. In the welfare of public lies his welfare. That is the meaning. I am glad that the Government of India, cognizant of this dynamism in the global order, has made tremendous efforts to revive these ancient philosophies and incorporate them into the new strategic path for India. My dear youngsters, brothers and sisters, I would like to share India's story with all of you. It is a story of a great civilization that believes in the philosophy of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. The entire universe is one family. This is our philosophy. India was known once upon a time as Visva Guru, the knowledge hub for the world. Students from across the globe, they used to come to Nalanda, Takshashila, Jijjan, Pushpagiri, Vikramshila. And it's not what we are saying even. Even Song Pahian, the Chinese historians, they wrote about India's greatness. It was also said that 1/5 or 1/4 of the world's GDP used to be contributed from India. But please note, India never attacked any country. Never. All other small also, they came, attacked us, ruled us, ruined us, looted some of our minds also and some of our wealth also. But India never attacked any country. This is because of our civilization, because of our belief, Sarve Jana Sukhina Bhavantu. Share and care is the core of Indian philosophy. Share and care is the core of Indian philosophy. We want to share with all. We want to make people happy. That makes us happy. That is the philosophy of India broadly. This has guided our external relationship with the countries both near and far. Currently home to more than 130 crore people, India has always been the advocate of peace, harmony and universal brotherhood. The text Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina from the Brihadaranya Upanishad sums up India's world view. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Makshit Ma Kshit Dukkha Bhavet, Om Santi Santi Santi. That means may all prosper and happy. May all be free from illness. May all see what is spiritually uplifting. May no one suffer. Om peace, peace, peace. Because peace is the prerequisite for progress. If you have tension, you cannot pay attention. Simple. This is everybody's knowledge. This Santi mantra, peace mantra and its essence reverberates the India's approach to internationalism. India has been an ardent advocate of peace since times immemorial and has never attacked any country. India celebrates and appreciates diversity in all vibrant forms. It is home to more than 300 languages. Home to once upon a time 19,000 languages. And even 300 languages are now vibrant. And also is very well known for its vivid culture. Unity and integrity of the nation and its security are of paramount importance to us. India will not remain mute spectator to terrorism and the rising tide of senseless violence. India has been fortunate to receive support from several countries in its crusade against the evil forces of terror. Terror is the enemy of humanity. It has no religion. It should be fought tooth and nail. It should be removed from the global arena because people can live in peace and can make progress. But some people, unfortunately, in our neighborhood and also in some parts of the globe, they are trying to give a religious color. No religion worth the name, whether it is Hinduism or Christianity or Islam, supports terror. But the interpretation, unfortunately, by some people, mixing religion with the terror, mixing religion with politics, that's causing problem. And we want to have friendly relations with all our neighbors, including our troubling neighbor, who is aiding, abetting, funding, training terrorism. This is not an allegation. One can see anything happen anywhere in the country, there will be traces of the neighboring country. Because when people say, why don't you talk? We have been talking, but they are not working. They are talking. India believes in peaceful coexistence. That's why the Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi, he became Prime Minister, he invited all the SAARC countries, including Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, all. And we want to have peaceful and also meaningful dialogue and cooperation with our neighbor China. We have the same origin, from the same region. So we want to peacefully live. But we would urge upon the international community, please conclude the UN resolution moved by India in 1996. India seeks the world cooperation and support to put in place an effective international mandate against terrorism. It is the duty of all the world community, whoever believes in this peaceful coexistence, to come together and put an end of this meaningless, senseless terror which is causing havoc. Today India is the fastest growing economy in the world. This is not what I am saying. World Bank, World Economic Forum, Asian Development Bank, International Monetary Fund, everybody is saying, if you move with the same pace and also work together and then go on with the reforms, India will become the third largest economy in the world. through its active engagements, board voice and leadership in several global multilateral forums such as the International Solar Alliance, BIMSTEC, BRICS and other such platforms, India has emerged as a significant regional player in the new global order today. Another aspect that stands out in contemporary Indian foreign policy is the proactive engagements with Indian diaspora settled across the world. Indian diaspora, numbering more than 30 million, contribute to foreign exchange remittances well over 60 billion annually. They are our cultural ambassadors. The Indian government, through its various outreach programs, have nurtured successfully partnership with the diaspora, making them an essential part of India's growth and developmental story. Dear sisters and brothers, for those who are not aware, a rate of 900 million participated in recently concluded general elections. The biggest democratic festival in any country in the world. Regular election. That's the feature of our Indian constitution and democratic system. India's general elections is the world's largest democratic exercise. The 2019 elections were held peacefully, and what is happening is that every passing election witnessed a large number of voters exercising their franchise. This is an eloquent testimony to the robustness, the stability and the vibrancy of our democracy and policy. India is a 70-year-old democracy that has witnessed a tremendous transformation. India democracy gains more maturity with every passing election, and it continues to set new standards of successful, impartial and transparent election process and governance policies. The main aim of the governance in India is to take the benefits of the government program and policies to the last man in the remote corner of the country. Guided by the call, Grama Swarajya, given by the father of the nation, Mahatma Gandhi, the call for Antyodaya, uplifting the poorest of the poor, taking care of the suppressed, oppressed, depressed people. The call given by Mahatma Gandhi, reinforced by Pandit Deendayal Upadhyaya, Dr. Baba Saheb Ambedkar, principles of social justice, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel's mission of Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat, one India, strong India. Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, you are all in this hall. First Deputy Prime Minister of India, Home Minister of India. We call him as Iron Man because he was instrumental in uniting 560 plus provinces without any bloodshed after Britishers left. Britishers were going, they did not go that much easily, you know the story. But while going also they did a mischief of giving option to all these provinces, three options. One, you can be part of India, you can be part of Pakistan, you can be independent also. Within the country, if one province becomes independent, what will happen to the country? But this great man, with his foresight, took the initiative, held talks with all, convinced them, cajoled them, and told them the reality, and finally everything went on peacefully. That's why we, the Indian people, by and large, they admire him. As you are all aware, there is a strong global interest in India and its story and reformative policies undertaken by the government at the center and various governments at the state level to accelerate growth. State may be ruled by different parties, but broadly there is a broad consensus. Political parties may make noise here and there during elections and all sometimes. You know that's part of politics. But at the end of the day, reforms. Broad consensus. The government have tabled an economic survey on the floor of the parliament. It outlined a strategy to achieve 5 trillion economy. Yes, the country is slated to maintain a steady growth rate. For the current fiscal, the projected GDP growth of around 5%. Revival of economic growth for the next fiscal is 6 to 6.5%. India is ranking the ease of doing business index has improved from 142 in 2014 to 63. I was a Minister for Urban Development for some time. Earlier rural development also. I have seen the transformation. Ease of doing business. Ease of doing business. Red carpet. No longer red tape. That is the policy of the Prime Minister of the government. Measures such as reduction of corporate tax and the codification of labor laws are expected to further improve the ease of doing business. Global investors have confidence in strong fundamentals of the Indian economy and a predictable and transparent policy regime. A revolutionary taxation reforms, first of its kind in the world, of that magnitude. Goods and service tax was brought in and now it's being lauded by the global community. Wherever I go, hold talks with the foreign dignitaries, they are all showing interest, studying the Indian GST system and the transformation. Another important reform was the direct benefit transfer, under which funds from more than 550 schemes are being directly credited into the accounts of the beneficiaries. This has eliminated the involvement of middleman and cut down leakage and corruption considerably. Moving on, online is going to be the main line, so that nobody need to stand in line. Standing in line, going and meeting people, greeting people, shaking hand, doing something in between hand, no necessity. That is the way forward. On that, both center and states all are working together. India, with its tremendous youth population, could become the global hub for human resources. Programs implemented by the government such as Make in India, Digital India, Skill India, Green India are empowering the youth to move towards creating enterprise and becoming job seekers. If we manage to educate and skill our vast youth population, we can very well become a global business hub. That's why I said schooling and skilling must go together. Simply education is not for employment or for degree. Education is for enlightenment, enhancement and empowerment of knowledge. That is the way the government is moving. As I mentioned earlier, inclusiveness and sustainability have been integral to India's approach to development, because poverty eradication should be top on the agenda of the world community. Poverty eradication, elimination on the basis of social or gender basis, that should be the challenge. That is the challenge before the world community, including in India in certain areas. So every one of us should focus our attention how to eradicate poverty. Second, how to eliminate discrimination, if any. Third, how to eliminate discrimination on gender. If women given an equal opportunity, they will also shine well. There are many examples. So the government is moving in that direction. Recent legislative measures such as the recognition of the reorganization of Jammu Kashmir state into two union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were also meant to fast track the development of the region. I am hopeful that the allocation of 30,757 crores to J&K and 5,958 crores to Ladakh in the budget this year will greatly benefit the people. There is some discussion, some people try to raise it. This is our internal matter. Jammu Kashmir is part of our India. Right from 1952, municipal election, panchayat election, block election, state election, parliament elections are being held. Chief ministers are coming and going. There may be temporary instability here and there. That happens even in mainstream states also, in countries also. You are all aware what is happening in parts of Europe and other countries and all. That is a local. But it's an internal, integral part of our country. There is no question of any negotiation on that. Very clear. As we always believe, unity and integrity, safety and security of country is non-negotiable. Let nobody have any illusion that something is going to happen and all. And we don't accept any outside interference at all. India has also been, I am the chairman of the Rajya Sabha. You know Article 370, which was a temporary measure, temporary. All of you are highly educated, you know what is temporary. Can 70 plus years called temporary? So Indian Parliament in its collective wisdom discussed it, debated it, and I can tell you the upper house, the government has no majority. I was really surprised by why the government is bringing it in the Rajya Sabha first, instead of Lok Sabha where they have majority. So they brought it in Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha discussed it, debated it and decided with a 2/3 majority voting in favor of the abrogation of the Article 370. That's the reality. But unfortunately, there's some misinformation campaign going on. India has also been laying greater emphasis on bridging the urban-rural divide and taking steps to double the income of farmers by 2022, because agriculture is our basic culture. Making agriculture is our top agenda. Sisters and brothers, as said earlier, India is a young and aspirational country. 65% of Indian population is below 35 years. 50% of the Indian population is below 25 years. So we have a demographic dividend, but we also have a challenge, aspirational challenge. The world is open now. You are living in an era of LPG, liberalization, privatization, globalization. Everything is known everywhere. So you will get opportunities because you can go out and invest. But others also can come and invest. That gives you opportunity as well as challenges. And you have to equip yourself. This is what the government of India and the country as a whole is trying to do. India has always wanted all humanity to exist coexist peacefully and co-endure to achieve better life for everyone. What is required is not simply prosperity. More than prosperity, happiness. Peaceful living, happy living, that is what is required. Without tension, without obstruction, without delay, without discrimination. That makes you to feel more happy. So this is the way forward for India and also for the world community. I am sure that this program will help the participants to know India more closely and to recognize the potential more intimately. Whatever is being done is done through legislative sanction, through parliament approval. Once the parliament, which is the supreme body, approves, you have to go on. Then you must be saying, sir, why this, sir? In democracy, dissent is essence of democracy. In parliament, debate takes place, assemblies, debate takes place, sometimes very peacefully, very dignifiedly, sometimes, in democracy. But I tell everybody, elected representatives, please discuss, debate and decide. Do not disrupt. Disruption, obstruction is no way. Construction is the need of the hour, not the obstruction or destruction. You have got every right to disagree with the government, but agree to disagree. Dissent is agreeable, but not disintegration. You can't allow anything said against the nation. Unity of the nation. Do anything against the unity of nation. That's where the difference are there. And secondly, in parliament, in legislature, in public forum, you want to discuss. And that's why I say, I would like to repeat in front of you, the approach of the presiding officers also: discuss, debate, decide. Let the government propose. Let the opposition oppose. Let the house dispose. That is the way forward. There is no other way. In democracy, ultimately people's verdict. People must have patience. They should not become impatient about the verdict of the people. You must be tolerant towards the mandate of the people. And you must be tolerant to the other man's views. And the other man has got a right to disagree with you, propagate against you, go ahead against you, and do agitation also, but peacefully. Peacefully. And wait for your turn. Your turn comes at the tenure is over. But you must have patience. If you become impatient and then, no, I don't agree. You don't agree? I don't agree with you. Fine. Let us agree to disagree. That is the democratic system. That is the approach of India as a civilization and present government also. A lot of misunderstanding is being created by some people. Campaign also, the Western media, without even knowing the basic truths of what is happening. Unfortunately, I'm sorry to say this. Runs the stories sometimes without even knowing what is happening. And some of the people without even reading what is there in the act. And some people they express about the safety and security of the minorities. I can tell you, my dear youngsters, India is one country where minorities are more safe and secure because of our civilization. It is not because of the secularism is enshrined in the constitution. It is ingrained in the blood of Indian people. You know that India had President of India 3 times, 4 times from the minority. Vice President 4 times. Chief Justice 3 times. Army Chief, Naval Chief, Air Force Chief from the minorities. And you know, people are admired not because of their religion, because of their character, caliber, capacity and conduct. You see Indian movies, Bollywood. How many actors? Shah Rukh Khan, Farooq Khan, Amir Khan, Salim Khan, how many Khans? Nobody can know. That's the beauty of this country. Because they see the talent. They see the talent, not this thing. But unfortunately, here and there, some people, here and there are some people will be talking out of this thing. That's a democracy. You have right to disagree with them. But at the end of the day, what is the voice of the government? That has to be understood. And voice has to be heard, not the noise. Please understand the voice in India. Not to be led by noise. This is my advice to others. And we don't interfere in what is happening in European Union Are we going to pass a resolution about Brexit, exit or Brexit? Indian Parliament? We have that's there. That's why when I saw the news item, there some people want to move a resolution and all. It's better they take care of their problems and leave our problems to us. Passing a resolution and saying about giving some report there, somewhere. This is not acceptable. This is not, no country can accept it. No country with self-respect can accept it within this thing. So this is broadly the way forward. I am hopeful that many enduring and meaningful partnerships will be forged between the participants during the course of a fellowship, and we will be endeavor both individually and collectively to build a better world, drawing inspiration from India's civilizational values and its relentless efforts to create bright future. India is open. 100% FDI. And anybody can come. See, go. And everything is transparent here. And there is enough public scrutiny, a dynamic media.